How's it going, everyone? Today we're going to finish up everything on the bottom side of the playfield. We're going to re-sleeve all of our coils, especially, in our flippers. Our flipper links are good on the bottom. They're so-so at the top. I may order the long link. Not sure. Once we get it all put together, I'll check the flippers and see. I mean, there's a little bit of play, not terrible, but there's some. For the top flippers, we might be okay because we're just going from, our two flippers here up to our big drop target bank. So they may be fine the way they are. Like I said, we'll find out. If not, no big deal. We can get those in and change them out. But we are going to re-sleeve the coil and look at our end of stroke switches. This one, now this one was only working about halfway because the end of stroke switch was opening not even about halfway down, or halfway open, or halfway flipped, whatever you want to say. So we need to get those adjusted, but we'll be pulling all the flippers off the playfield because we're gonna, we have to do all the work on the top side of the playfield. So we need to remove our flippers so they're out of the way. We need to re-sleeve our pop bumpers. We're going to go ahead and we'll unsolder the light sockets and we'll change the sleeve and have them ready to go, but I want it all ready so when we start doing the top we can go ahead and pull the pop bumpers right off. Let's see, cleaning inserts. We got most of the inserts done. I started working over here and I found that we have a wire off of one of our light sockets that goes to this switch. It's supposed to tell you that it comes on when it's down. And I look and there's no place to solder. That leaf switch is broke. So we'll have to change out a leaf switch. We have our three relays here with switches on them to clean up. This is the other pop bumper. Plus we have all of the switches on the playfield to get cleaned up. Our slingshots need re-sleeved and switches cleaned on it. Underside, top side, we'll do those when we're working on the playfield. Our kick out need to re-sleeve that coil as well. So we still got quite a bit to do under here, but we're going to get this all finished up today so we can get this flipped over and get to work on the top, tearing it down and getting ready to clean the playfield and getting it looking pretty. So I think what we need to do is get started on working instead of standing around talking. Let's get something done. I'm going to start with these three relays here. We'll get those all cleaned up. First, before we go any further, these are the same as what was on the bottom. You have a nasty looking hairpin. Just pull that hairpin out. And that relay just comes right up out of there, and then you can clean your switches. So we'll get those taken care of, and then we'll start working on some other switches. I'll clean some switches up as we go, and then we'll start tearing some other stuff apart. Let's start with getting the stepper unit out of the way so it's all ready to go. that? Alright. Can you see that in the shitty seats? Same thing, I'm just gonna mark the position so I can put it right back on the same way, that way, and then if there is a problem we can adjust it. But at least we're not in the dark. This one has two pins on it. And our contact wheel, our contact plate. Get these rivets cleaned up. Contact points. Little Wiener slide on them. Wipe my nasty finger off. Just going to polish them up a little bit. Okay. I don't remember if those were up or over the other side, so you can go two different sides here. So, let's get this freed up so we can return it all the way to home position. Wipe off a little bit of the funk. Okay, that's all the way, and that's home. Okay, so that's the home position. So we should be. All the way that way with it. Line up our marks. Okay, that's all the way. That's the home position there. Should still just a little bit gummy. Let me get a diaper under it. No, spray in here a little bit more. Looks good. Now, change out a couple coil sleeves and we'll be set to go. slingshots. You got 4 screws on the back side of the bracket. We have to take this one all the way off the playing field. We can't just pull the coil, because you can't get at it. I'll show you as soon as I get this undone. Our rod and spring. You can see there's two knuts down here, and they're 5/16. Don't mind the noise in the background, that's messages on Discord. If you have any questions or anything, you can find me on Discord on the Marco Polo. Just go to Discord and look up Marco, and you can join Marco, and you can find me there. Usually I'm always on. Even while I'm working on stuff, I'm on there. Oops. Almost did it, huh? Almost put it on back asswards. Coil stop. And stubborn. There we go. Squeeze that together. down here, all I want to do is I'm going to drop the flipper down through. And while I am looking at, I will check everything out. And by 3/16, there's two. Those aren't 3/16 on the bottom ones. Quarter. Ugh. Take loose those two. And now our flipper goes down in and hits our chimes. And there's a little bushing in here that I gotta get out. The other one fell down inside. I'll get that one here in a minute. But while we're right here, let's go ahead and change our sleeve on our flipper coil. Boy, is that one paper thin. Where you at? A lot of these have been really a lot of carbon on them. So I've had to wipe them all off. Okay, I'll work on the other three that are down here, the slingshot, the other flipper, and the kick out, whole kick out. Now let's get these pop bumpers all squared away so we can pull them off of the Playfield once we get it flipped over. We're gonna we'll take the ring off that pushes the ball away, and then we have 3 little screws. That one was tight. That was Guten tight. assembly up off of here without ruining our switches. There we go. Now we need to unsolder our socket. Come on. I don't want to rip you. That one got, it's like they used, there we go. I didn't feel like dragging the big one over here, so I just have my little soldering iron. It should get warm enough. That was my finger. Now throw some tape on those. Let's see, let's straighten out the socket pins. So we'll pull right up off of there. There you go, little jack snipe. Oops. Wasn't quite what I wanted to do. There. Soldering iron gets warm on the hand. Okay, wrench. Half the time I spend looking for tools, even though they're right in front of me. Now we can go ahead and change the coil. I don't even need the wrench. Now we can change the sleeve. That way it's done, and then all we have to do is solder everything back together when it comes time. Ooh, pretty. Nice sleeve. Plunger looks good. Coil stop looks good. Think so? Yeah, that'll work. Oh, well, there. That'll work. Slide this, all this crap back down in. Put our two little scrooges back in. One. And two. Squish that together as tight as I can. Make them gluten tight. Now we can set this back down on here, and we'll put one screw. In it, just so it'll stay put. In fact, it can be anywhere as long as it's out of the way. There, I'll just hold it in on the bottom of the Playfield so we can take them off, and we don't have to worry about screwing something up or this dangling on its wires. We don't want it dangling. Don't like a dangler. Okay, now I got a couple of things I'm gonna do. Let's see, I'm gonna change the sleeve in this flipper. Coil stop is okay. Okay, now I was going to do the same thing on the other side. I don't think you could see what I was doing there anyway. Yeah, kinda. Alright, since we got the soldering iron heated up, let's see what we can do about this. And this light being unhooked. We got a busted leaf switch here. Hopefully I can pull this all apart. Right here. As everything goes flying. Come on. Hate to manhandle it too much, or we're going to be fixing more. More than what we have to. There she comes. That's where it should have been hooked up to. Sure don't like the looks of that down in there. I think we may have bit off a little more than what we can chew here. Alright, let me get some more of this taken apart. Okay, on closer inspection, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you to... That switch broke off flush. Should be right up here is your solder joint. That sucker broke off flush. And it wasn't on the wire, so somebody just must have cut it off the wire or whatever, because you know it wasn't on there. But in my stash I have this, which is perfect. We can put him one there. Oops. There, you little devil. Have to be really careful in putting a lot of pressure on the drop targets. Aha. This little brass plate is where the... Come on. Here we go. This little brass plate is where the socket was, or where you soldered to. I gotta get that down off of there. I think that switch was broke before, and somebody put that little brass plate in there and soldered the wire to it, and it looks like it came off again. So we're just going to put a leaf switch in there. It has the hole, or has the tab already on it for soldering. Because it goes on the outside switch, and that was the one that didn't have anything on it. Okay, there was a wire down in there, that one right there that runs across all of them, that was frayed. Not afraid, but frayed. And it happened to have been touching one of the other switches. So what I am going to do is I am going to reinforce it. Maybe. with a little solder. We're going to strengthen it up so it stays the hell away from our other wire. Plus it'll be a little better connection. Yeah, sure. Now that side wants to come out. I think I opened up Pandora's box here. Yep. I don't like that. Still a little too close. Come on. That's better. Just kind of reinforced it a little bit with some solder. Now, let's see if I have enough rope on this wire, on this light socket. I may have to put it down in. Oh, come on. Behave yourself. There we go, one light socket fixed. All I have left is one pot bumper to re-sleeve and unsolder the light socket, and one coil sleeve to put in, and then we'll be done under here and be ready to flip this back over and start working top side. I will finish up here, get those other 2 items taken care of, and then we can move on. That's it. We got everything done. A couple of things left to pick up off of it. I'll scan over it and make sure there's nothing else laying on it. Okay, so today we got our big drop target bank done. I did this one earlier. I showed you how we do the big one. We changed all the coil sleeves. Everything's done as far as coil sleeve goes. All the bulbs have been changed. All the switches have been cleaned. All the switches on the relays have been cleaned. We even fixed a light socket that was unhooked and had a bad leaf switch on it. Got our pop bumper ready to be pulled off the top side. Oh, let's see, what the hell else? God. Oh, we dropped the flippers off. So those are off the top side. Man, got that stepper unit all cleaned up. Let's see, today I've spent about 12.5 hours on the bottom side of this Playfield. I wanted to get it finished up today so we can flip this over and get started on the top side of the Playfield in the next episode. We can get it tore down and maybe start getting it cleaned up. In fact, before I end this episode, I'm going to flip this and we're going to take a peek. Just kind of take a peek again at the Playfield and see what we're going to have to do. Okay, there's the playing field again. Now I plugged it in. I haven't turned it on. I figured I'd wait and we'll turn it on together and see if we see any smoke or anything coming out of it. See if we even get some GI. You ready? Ooh. A little bit of GI on the back. Nothing on our Playfield though. That's probably... Oh well, at least we know that lights up. Let's see what happens if we... There's 10 games on it. See if it'll even act. Nope. Nothing. Let's see, I didn't clean that. Really hard to clean a switch one-handed. Okay, that should be clean enough. And nothing. We don't even have any lights. Oh well. It was kind of a hope and a prayer. I don't think all the light bulbs are burnt out. On top here we should have something lit up. Alright. You can see where we're at. We're going to have some troubleshooting to do on this one. So I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it, and in the next episode we're going to tackle the Playfield. We may even do a little troubleshooting and see if we can't get some lights on the some more GI going anyway. So until next time, see ya.